Welcome to the Yield Dome tonight. Varsity game only. Got Shane Wire and Scott Harris here. Scott?
Hello, guys.
Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. Washington Catholic comes to town to play a varsity game only tonight. It's going to be got a lot of kids out there. We got most of the JV out there, and looks to be a pretty good game. Thanks everyone for joining us, and I know Scott. John Harold has this one a little bit of a
one-sided.
Yeah, lopsided game. So John Harold has this one at Clay City 82 and Washington Catholic 16, I believe. He's not always correct, but he's pretty good most of the time. But I'd like to think Chris, won't run it up. We'll see a lot of kids playing tonight and see what happens. We'll turn it over here shortly to Ryan Swearingen, do all the announcements and the national anthem, and no pet band tonight. And
a reminder, there's no game tomorrow night. It's been postponed and rescheduled to
February 22nd, I believe.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, February 22nd, when Bloomington Lighthouse will be coming. That'll probably be a Saturday game about 2 o'clock.
I think the first boys JV game, they've been off for several weeks. I believe it would be Tuesday.
Yeah, we play Duggar here, so
yeah.
they have a JV, so Tuesday. And then next Friday we're on the road at Eastern Green. So it's coming, we're more than almost halfway done with the season, and it's hard to believe. So
we'll turn it over to Ryan Swearingen.
Yep.
High School welcomes everyone to the Yield Dome for tonight's varsity contest between the Clay City Eels and the Washington Catholic Cardinals. Clay City Junior Senior High School administrators, coaches, staff, athletes, and fans believe and take pride in sportsmanship. Displays of unsportsmanlike conduct by students, staff, or fans will not be tolerated and will result in action by the administration. Show support for your team by displaying outstanding sportsmanship at all times. Your cooperation is appreciated. Good luck to both teams this evening. At this time, I would invite you to stand, remove your hats, and join in the playing of the national anthem. Try this again. At this time, I'm going to hand it over to Athletic Director Rachel Kiefer as she helps us present the SCA Character Council Award.
I might spilled my nachos, but I didn't screw up the national anthem.
It should be on.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Swearingen. Again, welcome to the Yield Dome for tonight's contest. At this time, we are going to recognize two of our fall athletes for the FCA Character Counts Award. The FCA Character Counts Award is given to student athletes who exemplify the core values of FCA both on and off the field of play.
you got the starting lineups again. We'll give them to you. Washington Catholic tonight, number 12, Isaac Halter. Number 14, Justin Sipes. Number 15, David Wagner. 23, Abdu Askar. And number 31, Aiden Henry.
And for your Eels, number 3, Wyatt Johnson. Number 21, Trey Dayhuff. 24, Zane Keller. 35, Ethan Edwards. And number 44, Michael Tucker.
Yeah, if you're worried about Bryce tonight, don't worry about it. He's got a little bit of a sinus thing going on, so he just decided, hasn't been feeling well. Not contagious, not temperature, but just decided to set it out tonight. So
Eels get the tip. Johnson goes to pass it off across the baseline. It goes out on Washington Cardinals.
Cardinals in a zone defense. Dayhuff over to Johnson for 3. Good.
Good start for the Eels.
Yep. Eels playing normal man-to-man.
Ball picked off by Tucker.
Good hustle. Dayhuff
Hey,
fighting for it.
Dayhuff sticks with it, but they can't handle the ball. Washington Catholic comes across. 14.
Good.
Sipes for 2.
Justin Sipes for 2. Eels kind of got caught in a transition there. About got the steal, but gave up the bucket. Back to Dayhuff for 3. No good. Tucker.
Johnson again for 3. No good. Edwards comes down with the rebound. Goes back up. Puts it in and good.
Yeah. You knew that was going to happen. I tell you what, if there is a loose ball, Mr. Dog's going to come up with it. 5-2, Clay City. Halter drives, kicks it out to Askar.
Halter tries a 3 and misses. Ball will come back to the Eels.
Chris not very happy with Zane. We dodged a bullet, Scott. Keller, Dalen Keller, came away unscathed with that shot. No good. Tucker the rebound.
Back out to Johnson for 3. No good. I don't think Chris kind of thinks they're playing lackadaisical and not moving the ball as much as they should be doing.
Yeah. I was finishing a thought there. Dalen Keller came out pretty unscathed with that dislocated pinky he had in the opening game of the Clay City Classic, so we got him back. Stay here. Aiden Henry inbounds the ball to Sipes. Johnson, pretty good defense.
He traveled, got away with it.
Yeah.
Rebound to Tucker, pushes the ball up to Trey. Trey drives it all the way in. It's good for 2.
Yeah, good job, Trey. 7-2.
Washington Catholic's going to take a 30-second timeout.
Probably glad he did because they almost walked again there. So Coach Cake's timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Want to give a little representation to our sponsors tonight. B&B Storage here in Clay City, Indiana. 16-unit facility, locally owned and operated. 400 West 7th Street, Clay City, Indiana. Call today, 812-201-4149 for all your storage needs. And also Movement Mortgage. Go to www.borrowwithbeth.com today for all your home loan needs. 812-241-2126. Familiar face out there in the refereeing crew tonight, Owen Ratcliffe. He's been officiating for quite many years, and I think
used to be a junior high coach for Clay City.
Yep.
Boys and girls, I believe.
Back in the John Church era, I think. So this is his normal. This is his normal refereeing crew. I think these guys did a game in the Clay City Classic as well. So.
Eels are switching to a man-to-man.
Halter up top. Turnover by the Cardinals. Dayhap's going to push it across the timeline. Johnson up for two, no good.
Well, short. Edwards gets his hand on it, keeps the ball alive.
Going to reset. Look a little sloppy here tonight.
Tucker on the baseline. Comes back out, feeds it into Keller, into Edwards. Up for two.
Yeah.
That's good.
I tell you what, if he gets the ball down that low, you might as well call it a night. So.
Trey with the steal, driving all the way down. Pump fake up and good for two.
11-2, Clay City.
Trey's getting the start tonight and making good of it.
Yep. Nice spin move by Sipes, in and out. Johnson up, no good. Guess who comes down with it? Up, he's going to go to the line. Edwards goes to the line. Going to shoot two. Foul is going to be on Sipes, I believe.
Boys still just don't look like they've gotten the groove of the game yet.
No. This, no offense to Washington, these games are kind of hard to get into sometimes.
Plus being an early start.
Yeah.
They're not used to this. They're used to coming out watching the JV game, and then now they're having to come right into the ball game.
Yeah, it's just a little bit out of the norm. Shouldn't be too bad because they kind of had some abnormal games last week in the Clay City Classic where they played pretty early, pretty, in about the normal time. So that shouldn't bother them. It's just kind of
You have a couple subs in the game. Stolting and Hill come in for Trey and Johnson.
Keller.
And Dalen's in the game.
Yeah.
3 for Halter.
Shot up, no good.
Sipes in for 2 for the layup. 7-13 ball game.
There's a nice look. Dalton Hill to Tucker for 2. I think Chris wanted a timeout. He's not happy at all with the way his team's playing.
It was a good move. Dalton drove in, draw the defense to him, and just left Tucker wide open.
Here's the point.
Tucker in with the rebound.
Yeah, nice hustle.
Look who has their hands on the ball. Edwards. He got called for an over the back there. Camp in for Hill.
Chris working the officials already. Typical Friday night in Clay City, Indiana.
50 seconds left on the clock. Stolting with the steal, or come up with the ball. Tucker
Oh, wow.
to Camp, 4-2.
And no foul. Good job by Camp.
Camp steals the ball, pushes the ball up to Stolting.
Two
for
more.
Layup and good.
Yeah. 19-7. Got away with the walk. Tucker. He's going to shoot it. Oh, wow. I thought that was going to go in. After one, Clay City 19, Washington Catholic 7. We'll be right back.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Back here at the Ill Dome, getting ready to start the second quarter. Got Dalen Keller, Dalton Hill, Stolting, Edwards, and Camp. And for your Washington Catholic Cardinals, Halter, Sipes, Wagner, Askar, and Henry.
Another steal by Stolting. Lays it up and good.
Yeah, just conversation. The reason Chris is so irritated, it doesn't matter who you're playing. You have to come out with the same intensity no matter, because one of these games, you're going to play some way that you have to play that intensity and you're just not going to show up.
You
and
just can't turn it on and off.
Yeah, so Chris is just looking for an effort defensively, and like I've said time and time again, nice move. Like I said time and time again, Clay City, if they're going to be successful, it starts on the defensive end, and that's what Chris wanted to get established, and they're starting to show signs of it now. So,
he's got a group of boys out there right now that are showing that they want to hustle, and they're playing strong defense.
yeah, good pick by Dalt for Keller. Misses the layup. Stolting up for two. Good. 25-7, Clay City. And really what he's looking for, no matter who he puts in there, he wants the same intensity level from everybody that comes off that bench. So, yeah, Dalen about got away with a foul there. going to stay here with Washington Catholic. Interesting, we talked about this before the game, some interesting scores from last night. Bar Eve, which is 8-1 on the season, and I think ranked second in the state. Of course, the only loss that they have is to us. They beat Shakamak last night. I think it was 70-29, I believe. Nice pass. 70-29.
That's down at what used to be the
Greene
Greene
County.
County tournament.
Yeah, they've kind of got a different format going down. I think they got like 4 teams in it.
There's half the tournament, girls and boys.
Yeah.
I think you have Shakamak, Eminence, Bar Reeve, White River Valley, Sipes for 3.
Yeah, I think he's got most of the points there for Washington.
Sipes have 7 points.
Shot no good. Camp steps out of bounds. You're going to see a lot of kids on the floor tonight, and you're probably not going to see the starters in there together much at all the rest of the evening. But
Edwards will come out and Sawyer comes in.
I know Bryce was pretty wanting to play really bad, but probably if you're going to set out a game, it might be this one. So Camp with the steal over to Keller. Up for and the 1. Foul's going to be on Isaac Halter. His first. Team first of the second quarter. And this is good for our team. Get a lot of kids in there. Get them some playing time. That don't see a lot. There's one. Sawyer up for good, 2.
His 2-point bucket was, all of the effort he did on the rebound there. He got the ball back up in the air.
Number 50 in for Washington Catholic. Yeah, Camp's going to pick up the foul. Hey, Jesus Gomez, I believe, correct?
Sure.
Yeah. Shot up and good.
Trey they have back in for Stolting. Stolting had some good minutes there. Comes out of the ball game with 6 points. Gomez is good for both free throws.
Yeah, Shakamak's playing Eminence tonight down in the White River Valley / Greene County semi-tournament, I'd call it.
Get Dalen for a travel there.
Yeah, he takes that little hop and a stutter step. I thought Chris thought that was off on them, but
like that was the slowness of getting the ball back to the.
Yeah. Well, they give him a warning?
Yeah.
I didn't think he did he? Probably had a little hard time tying that shoe with their taped up pinky. I don't know if you've ever tied shoes before and not had all your fingers, but I think that's exactly he's going to go help get a shoe tied. That's tough. Zane comes in for him. Got Sawyer Hilt, Camp, Keller, and Sawyer and Dayhuff in there.
Definitely not a combination we've seen probably all season.
No. And you might see again Tuesday night maybe. Oh, nice shot. Isaac
Halter.
Halter, yep.
For 2.
31-14.
Oh,
in and
out.
Sawyer.
Sawyer with the rebound, back up and good. And
one. Yeah, going to the
got
line.
fouled.
Yeah, you're going to see combinations you've not seen all year and might not see the rest of the year, maybe. I don't know. Some of these combinations are going to be pretty weird tonight.
And good.
(34-14) Clay City up by 20. Nice job. Here goes the dunk. Yeah, there you go. You seen that coming? Betty's coming in. So far, I mean, Scott, I mean, you've been watching Clay City basketball for quite some time. So far, I think that is the 4th time we've had a dunk in a game.
Probably.
And that's if you've watched Clay City basketball.
From Clay City.
We've
been dunked on before.
Yeah, we've been dunked on. We've been posterized before. But for us to be dunking 4 times in separate instances in a game is just unheard of. And I don't think you've seen their last of it yet. So I know Zane's throwing a couple down. Dog's throwing one down. And I'll call Bryce's a semi-dunk the other night against North Central, but he did dunk it. So 36-14. You know, Chris, in this situation, you have to love it as a coach because everybody's going to get to play. You know that. But you kind of have to balance the fact of, hey, we don't want to blow these guys out. And you know, there is such a thing of respect for your opponent, and we have that. And he's doing a pretty good job. We're not pressing. I mean, if we press these guys, it wouldn't be pretty. But
I think everybody's been in the game except for Laswell and Gibbons.
Yeah. Gomez with the foul. I don't think they wanted to repeat what just happened again. So probably a good foul by Gomez there. 36-14. Not a bad crowd on hand.
2:30 left to go in the first half.
Johnson for 3, no good. That's nice job.
Rebound by Sawyer. Keep that ball alive. He's played some great minutes this evening.
That's one thing I think about this team we need to get better at, and I talk to Bryce about it all the time. Our three-point shooting is not up to par. We're going to run into a time when teams shut us down on the inside, and we're going to need to have that threat to hit shots from the outside. So that's something I think we need to work on. Kind of what IU's running into right now. I mean, they've got some amazing post players and forwards, but guards are nowhere to be found. So
our guards are being very aggressive tonight, going after the ball.
Yep.
We've got several steals, jump balls. Trey drives in, right in down to Keller for 2.
Yep. The other thing you got to balance as a coach here too is you don't want to get a kid hurt in a game like this. You know, you've got to be aware of that. We still got to play. Don't get me wrong, but if you got a 30, 40-point lead and a guy goes down with an ACL that's one of your starters or so on, I mean, anybody. Let's put it that way, but.
Well, we kind of fought that, not with just injuries, but against that Tri-West game, you had Dalen was out, you had Wyatt Johnson who was gone sick,
yeah.
And then you really had Hill, who was hurt with a little bit of an ankle issue. Give and go.
Nice job by Betty with the give and go. Just right there, hope Trey's okay. I think he's more upset he missed that layup than anything, but I don't know. He's kind of woozy. Not sure he knows where he's at, but we'll see on the free throw. I think he might have hit his head a little bit there on that. Rubbing his forehead. Hope Trey's okay. He's fine. Abdu Askar back in the game.
Looks like Luke Laswell is probably going to come in and check in for him after this free throw.
Yeah, pretty good job by Chris there. Just want to make sure he's okay. I think he's fine. He just maybe got his bell rung a little bit.
53 seconds left to go in the half.
Go up strong. Whoa. See, that's what you want to see, kids diving at that ball still. Yeah, it's going to be out on Washington. 42-14 with 23 seconds to go here at halftime. David Wagner checking in for Jesus Gomez. I believe I'm saying that right. J's or H's in, yeah, okay. Not bad enough, then you start throwing Spanish names in there. I'm not good, so.
10 seconds left to go. Cross court to Laswell. Laswell shoots a three. He's up and no good.
Yep. Zane chases it down. Not sure
why Johnson shot it so early. We still had some time on the clock.
Still had 3 or 4 seconds. That's going to be your halftime score. Clay City 14, Washington Catholic 42, sorry. Clay City 42, Washington Catholic 14. We'll be back here in a few minutes.
welcome back. With a minute left to go at halftime, we'll go over some scores for the first half. For the Eels, Wyatt Johnson with 5 points, Dalton Hill with 2, Mason Camp with 2, Caden Sawyer with 5, Trey Dayhuff with 6, Zane Keller with 4, Ethan Edwards with 8, Logan Stolting with 6, Dalen Kaler with 2, and Michael Tucker with 2. For Washington Catholic, Isaac Halter with 5, Justin Sipes with 7, and Jesus Gomez with 2.
All right, the Eels, like they're going to start out the third quarter. Wyatt Johnson, looks like they're going back to the starters. Keller, Johnson, Tucker, Edwards, and Dayhuff. Again, you're going to see a lot of kids playing tonight. Eels up 42-14. Talked about this earlier. You want to kind of manage this game so you don't get anybody hurt and not blow the team out while you're doing it. Chris is doing a pretty good job of that. We'll talk about a lot of things this second half. Probably not the game, probably, but
I think we've had 12 of the 13 players in the game so far. Edwards in the lane for 2. It's good.
Yeah, I think the only one we have not seen yet is
Gibbons.
Jacob Gibbons, and I'm sure we'll see him the second half here. And we haven't seen Bryce, but we all know he's on the bench, not playing tonight. So. Turnover by the Cardinals. Tucker going to give it to Johnson. They're going to reset here.
Into Edwards.
And the foul. Foul's going to be on number 4, Lane Myers. He's not even out there, sorry. Number 12, Isaac Halter. Edwards misses a free throw. Tucker gets a rebound, though. Reset for the Eels. Again, Chris wasn't very happy that first quarter. The kids just did not come out with the same intensity that you had seen in previous games.
Tucker was just a little too quick with it.
Yeah. But like we said before, it doesn't matter who you're playing. You got to come out ready to play, and we just were not ready to play tonight. There's a good example of intensity. Tucker for 2, good. Good hustle. That's all you're looking for is an effort. 48-14.
Edwards with the rebound.
Yeah, Halter no good on the shot. Johnson's going to reset it. Gets it back into Edwards for 2 more.
Ethan's got 14 points so far on the evening.
This is one of these games that you're, for a player, you're just itching to get in there. Out on Washington Catholic. There's Lane Myers. I got called his name earlier. He's in the ball game, along with Sean Flynn. He's in like Flynn. Johnson for 2 more. 52-14. Thought he was going to put Brady Overhalter in for a minute. Turnover by the Eels. No, the Cardinals, nope.
Probably have a running clock the rest of the game at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, we've reached the 35-point threshold. There it is, the running clock. This one will fly by.
Sorry about that. Didn't have the clock up on the scoreboard.
Nice move. Missed the layup. Edwards is there to clean up. I'm sure he'll come out. 54-14.
He's scored 8 of our 10 points so far.
Wow, nice shot.
Sipes.
I think he's got most of their points tonight.
He's got 10 of the points.
10 out of the 17. Hill and Keller is going to come into the game. I'm pretty sure you'll see Edwards and Zane and Tucker out there here before long. Wow. Touch foul there on Lane Myers. Nope. Sipes, sorry. I still want to call Lane Halter, actually. Still want to call Lane with a foul. Hopefully he gets one tonight. Edwards is going to come out.
Almost wonder if he'll let Edwards get 2 more points, reach the 20-point mark, and bring him out of the game.
Yeah, possible. These are what you call stat padders. I think they were razzing him on the bench. He didn't dunk it. Tucker gets the charge. Stolling's going to come in, I believe, for Zane. Nope.
That's Halter's 5th foul.
Tucker.
Short night for him. Feed the ball into Edwards. Out to Stolting. Stolting for 3. It's good.
Nice looking shot there by Stolting.
.45 seconds left to go.
(61-17). Stolting's going to pick up the foul. Again, we're going to have a running clock the rest of this game after you reach the 35-point threshold. It runs the rest of the game in the second half, so.
There Edwards is coming out.
Yep. Eight seconds. Stolting for 2 more. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Clay City 63, Washington Catholic 17. We'll be right back.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, back here at the Ill Dome, I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors again, Don and Martha Wells, Lloyd and Lana Hendricks, the Corey Apple Festival, Mark Corbin Construction, give him a call today, Dennis and Jill Edwards, Mr. Terry Funk, Sugar Ridge Pine just came off the holiday season, Connie Sheehan, memory of Wally Horn, and last week we got a good sponsorship from Brookside Medical Home Visit, LLC. Chuck and Shauna Ames, thank you guys for that. And I understand might be working on something with Joink maybe. So thank you guys for your sponsorship. It makes all this available. We have to pay our IHSAA bill and some equipment. Other than that, we work pretty cheap, don't we? Stolding for 2. We work pretty cheap. Betty's going to come back into the game.
So on the floor, you got Sawyer. Now Betty in for Stolting. Dalen Keller.
Yeah, they're gonna overturn this one. That was a tip ball, so he'll stay here with Washington Catholic.
Dalton Hill and Mason Camp for the Eels.
Out of bounds. I think his foot was out of bounds there. Jackson Keller into the game for Washington Catholic. Dalen, no good. Sawyer up for 2, no good. Betty, he's going to go to the line.
Go over a little bit of schedule for you. Looks like next week we have Duggar Union here. It just refreshed on me. Eastern Green, at Eastern Green.
Yep.
And then we'll go to Owen Valley on Saturday. Then the following week we have Terre Haute North at home. And at Cloverdale. I'll give you the next 2 weeks. Then let's see if I can pull up the girls' schedule. Betty no good on the second one.
Betty 1 for 2. 66-17. The girls' season's coming to a pretty quick halt here pretty soon. They got about 2.5 more weeks, and then the sectional will be happening. It's normally the first week in February, correct?
Yeah, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games left. They play at Owen Valley on the 8th, Bloomfield here on the 11th, then 3 away games, South Vermillion, Duggar, and Northview, and then home for their season finale against Eastern Green on the 25th.
Yeah, we'll try to bring all those to you if we can.
Then before you know it, we'll be into the spring sports.
Yeah, softball and baseball and track. Camp for 2. Bloomfield plays someone really good tomorrow night. I'm going to go down and take a look. I think they play ranked opponent tomorrow night. I want to say it's a Greenwood Christian or not sure.
Bloomfield plays Christian Academy tomorrow
Christian
evening.
Academy. I think both of those teams are ranked, so that's at Christian Academy. So I have to figure out where Christian Academy is. Up for two. Hill. 70 to 87. Again, John Harrell predicted this one 82 to 18, I think.
80, I wrote that down.
Yeah, pretty close.
82-16 is what he had.
82-16. He's off by a point so far, but Dalen's going to pick up the foul. So the Eels are going to move to 8-3 on the season. They're ranked 5th in 1A. And if you look at the 1A standings, classification-wise, you've got a very, very good hill for two more. Evansville Christian team, who knocked off Terre Haute North earlier this season, and then they actually won the Northeast Du Bois tournament. Oh. He tried it.
Yeah, his brother's not going to let him live that one down.
Yeah. Dalen committed the foul to get the subs in the game. Yeah, I heard some rumblings down here about us being up so much. I think we're being kind, honestly. Anyway, timeout. Full timeout, Washington Catholic with 3:16 to go.
The Christian Academy game he was talking about, they're 9-1 on the season.
They're not ranked, are they? Are they ranked?
Hold on, we'll find out.
Oops. Yeah, johnharrell.com.
They're ranked fourth, right above Clay City.
Yep.
Your top 5 in 1A, according to the John Harrell side, is East Evansville Christian, number 1, 9-1 record. Bar Reeve, number 2, with a 9-1 record. Orleans, 6-2. Christian Academy, 9-1, and Clay City, 7-3. And if you look at that, all of these teams are in the southern part of the state.
Yeah.
So they'll all have to face each other, knock each other out before state finals.
Yeah, and it's a if we would happen to make it out of the regional, it's a one-game sectional. It's a one-game regional, and then a two-game semi-state. So we probably wouldn't see most of those teams until the semi-state if we would happen to. If I'm just saying, I'm not saying we're going to win the sectional or what's going on. What'd I miss?
I'm not real sure.
What'd I miss, Sean? I don't. What'd I miss? Okay. Trying to find out why Washington Catholic's shooting free throws, but
Wonder if we didn't have somebody on the book.
good possibility. Yeah, probably
Gibbons, maybe.
just came in, so yeah, probably either had the book wrong. Gibbons wasn't in the book. Okay, that's why we just figured out Gibbons was not in the book. So technical foul.
That may explain why Gibbons didn't play in the first half.
Yeah, yeah.
31. Aiden Henry for 2.
74-20.
Nice rebound by Camp. Over to Sawyer. Sawyer up, gets fouled.
Gonna go to the line, shoot 2. 2:40 to go in this game, and it's just after 7:35. So this game's flying by. Not so sure we might see not something similar to this game Tuesday night, but I'd like to think Clay City can take care of business Tuesday night as well. we might actually see the 8:30 tip for Purdue and Illinois tonight. I want Purdue to win, but not by more than 10. So Sipes for a long three. It's going to be a blocking foul on 24. Caton Colvin.
A little over 2 minutes left to go in the game. Gibbons for 2.
I think we got everybody.
Everybody's been in the game, yes.
Everybody scored too, maybe? We still got to get Laswell to score.
Laswell has not scored yet.
Bryce hasn't scored. Loving it. I tell you what, if I would have to be on my deathbed as a kid not to want to play in a game. You know what I mean?
Sawyer for 2.
1:37 to go.
Caden's got 8 points on the evening.
A lot of exciting sports on this weekend. Colts tomorrow night have to win.
Is that a night game?
Yeah, they moved it to 8:30 on a Saturday since it was a probably marquee game. Is that what they call it? So there's a possibility if the Colts can win Saturday night and the Jaguars will could beat at Tennessee, they win the division. But
Betty for 3, no good. Gibbons gets the rebound, goes back up, and gets fouled with 1 minute left to go on the clock.
Yep.
They need to try to get Laswell the ball.
Shot up, no good. Jesus Gomez back into the game. Well, if you look at, like we just read our schedule, if you look at our schedule, feel pretty good about Tuesday night against Duggar. We're going to have to go play at Eastern. That's not going to be an easy game, but if we go there and play our defensive pressure, we should take care of business. And then Owen Valley, you just never know. I've been at Owen Valley several times, and you don't get many calls over there. And we've seen them play several times at the Clay City Classic. So they've got some weapons, but they just haven't been able to put it together yet. So we'll have to watch that one. And so the next marquee game probably for the Clay City is going to be when Terre Haute North comes to town. And, well, I tell you what, they won the Wabash Valley Classic. Got a lot of weapons, let's put it that way. You got 6'9" Wren, kid.
You got a kid that won back-to-back Wabash Valley championships on
And
2 different teams.
You got Reddy. And you get Walters, the former Linton/Sullivan transfer. So Clay City's going to take this game 79-26.
John Harrell wasn't far off.
Yeah, pretty
82-16 is what he had. We'll go over leading scorers real fast. For Clay City, your leading scorer is Ethan Edwards with 18. Logan Stolting with 13. And we'll go down the top. Wyatt Johnson with 7. Dalton Hill 6. Mason Camp 4. Caden Sawyer 8. Trey Dayhuff 6. Zane Keller 4. Jacob Gibbons 3. And Dalen Keller 6. And Michael Tucker 4. And for your Washington Catholic, Isaac Halter with 5. Then you had Justin Sipes with 13, and Aiden Henry with 5.
Yeah, and pretty classy move, Chris Ames, getting everybody in the game tonight. I mean, you could have gone, and no offense to Washington Catholic, it just is what it is. You could have gone out there and scored 140 points tonight if we had pressed and played our starters all game. But we didn't do that. We got our players in the game. Everybody played. Everybody contributed. I think we had everybody except for one score, correct?
Laswell was the only one.
Laswell was the only one. So kind of what we expected. And that's what happened. 79-26. We'll go ahead and call it an evening. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back on the air Tuesday night for the JV and varsity game against Duggar here. So for Shane Wyram and Scott Harris, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you.